Seems like the tables have turned on Donald Trump because he was given possibly the easiest layup of an issue, of a hyper politicized issue. Shouldn't be politicized, but everything, you know, politics is in everything. So this is the world we live in. Nonetheless, the issue of George Floyd was something that a monkey could get it right. Okay. Now I know there's probably been a couple of monkeys that have given Trump a run for his money in the intelligence department, but I'm talking about just one of the regular monkeys, the ones that are not being experimented on, okay, to go into space. I'm talking about just some regular monkeys. Even one of the regular monkeys could get it right. One of the regular monkeys would smack the hell out of Derek Chauvin the moment he laid eyes on him, if he saw the video that we saw. And because of how bad Trump has been doing in handling this situation, he is finally starting to see a shrink in his polls. I can't believe it, honestly, because it's not like, if it was something like that was like a small dip, I would probably not cover it, because usually small dips are just, you didn't ask enough people, you're not asking the right people, people haven't changed, you know, people are going to change their mind, people are not wanting to talk about how they don't want to vote for him at this point. But this is different, a little bit different. I'm gonna tell you why. Can you go and pull up that poll for me? So this is a new national general election poll that was done by Reuters. 46% are supporting Biden now. 38% are supporting Trump. This is representative of a damn near 10-point drop. 11 points, depending on what poll you're looking at. Trump had a 10-point drop. That's crazy. Especially considering Biden is now +8. Then you got Trump's job approval. 39% disapproval. Oh, excuse me, approval. My apologies. So 39% approval, 57% disapproval. 57%. This man went from a 50% approval rating not even a few months ago. This man survived an impeachment, Russiagate, Yemen, almost starting war with Iran by assassinating a world leader, Stormy Daniels, the Flynn situation, the Manafort situation, the Comey situation, the Andrew McCabe situation. He's said some of the just the dumbest things you could think that anyone could say on Twitter while being a public official of any kind, let alone being the president. He's literally been untouchable. I'm not going to lie, ladies and gentlemen. Not ever in my life, as a black man, that I think the one thing that would cause Trump to take a significant dip in the polls, the one thing that could penetrate that bulletproof vest of Damascus that Trump got on, I never thought that one thing would be his handling of a black man getting killed. I never would have guessed that. I mean, like, Obama just completely messed up the handling of multiple killings in 1 year, in an election year, and maintained his popularity. This man, Obama, went to Flint, an area where the water is still not clean and is predominantly black. He sipped that water knowing damn well that water was not clean. Here, black people, keep poisoning yourselves. It's all good. I've seen Biden get praised by the left about his rhetoric on this situation, after he's arguably one of the primary reasons this situation, that we're even in this situation. Like, he fought hard. And he made it very clear multiple times who he was targeting with the 94 crime bill. He made it clear it was black people. So even with all that, right? Considering what we know about how the way black people have been treated by politicians has seemingly had zero to no effect on their ability to win an election, this man Trump has screwed over every single demographic rhetorically. We're talking about Muslims. You're talking about Central and South America, specifically Mexicans and Hondurans, Bolivians even, Venezuela. This man has attacked transgender rights. He's attacked the LGBTQ community. Like, this man has done a number on every type of... The moment that he comes out and drops the ball on an issue regarding the death of a black man, that was what did it. Now y'all know why Trump has been so nice to black people this whole time. Maybe he knew something we didn't know. Maybe he didn't. Because I damn sure didn't know that this would be the result. I thought that Trump, honestly, I would have guessed that he maybe grew a little bit more popular in some areas. But it looks like the rest of the country isn't as authoritarian as Donald Trump would like to think. And make no mistake about it, Donald Trump has been acting very authoritarian. And if you are a Trump supporter who is refusing to admit that, then you look your damn self in the mirror. When you're trying to deploy the military to basically shut down peaceful protesters, bro, that is about as authoritarian as you can get. And then he's making sure that he's not even sending the National Guard from the same state in a lot of cases. He was trying to send the 82nd Airborne to squash people because he knew that they don't have connections to those communities. So peaceful protesters, he was trying to shut down. Protesters who did not agree with the corrupt authority of the police state that we do live in right now. Of course, that same corrupt authority, Donald Trump relishes it. He loves it. He likes being able to get away with what the hell he wants to without being challenged. He loves it. Now, if you challenge the authority of the police, then it won't be long before you start challenging the authority of the military. And if you're going to challenge the authority of the military, then it won't be long before you start challenging the authority of the commander-in-chief, huh? Before long, you might start questioning every action, every military action that we've seen over the last 3 years, all obviously directly connected to Donald Trump's bad decision making. But if you would have told me, people, that the thing that hurt Donald Trump was his handling of a black man's murder by a white supremacist cop, I'd have laughed in your face. I'd have been like, get the hell out of here. America don't care about us like that, dog. They don't care about us like that. But I don't necessarily believe it was the black man being murdered and his handling of it that was the issue. I do truly believe that this country, there is an inherent, so we do have it's like a minority of very authoritarian people on both the left and the right. However, it does manifest in different ways. But the way that that minority is just enough that it can significantly influence the outcome of any given election. Right? However, like I said, we have authoritarians on both sides, but there is a lot more anti-authoritarians. There are a lot more people in this country who looks at what we've seen with these police officers, these protests, and is like, what are you doing? There is no both sides here with these police officers. There is no both sides. And you wanted to attack looters, literally telling the police to kill them. It's crazy, man. We got fleeced by corporations and he aided and abetted that nonsense, huh? Trillions taken from us. Our tax dollars. so to speak. Just stolen from us, and our wealth was redistributed to the top 1%. You ain't seen the National Guard and the Congress when they got away with highway robbery. With literally holding a gun, which was the pandemic, to our head to get away with it. But then, when it's time to talk about looters who are literally going through economic strife, who are trying to put food on the table. If I was as broke as some of these people have become, if my house is being put up for eviction, if I'm going bankrupt, you damn right. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to put food on the table. If that means I gotta sell electronics, that means I gotta steal food from the grocery store, that means I gotta steal these expensive ass, no name brand clothes from Target, steal a few bikinis and put them on Amazon, that I'm gonna do what I gotta do if I gotta put food on the table. And I promise you, they ain't still $4 trillion worth of stuff. I can promise you that. There is an element of the country who were tacit Trump supporters. In other words, they were more so anti-democratic establishment, anti-democratic party. And the thing is, a lot of them were anti-democratic party because the Democratic Party has become just as authoritarian in nature as the Republican Party has been in the past. But like, it's more overt. Before, the Democratic Party in the past had been passively authoritarian. In other words, they would behave authoritarian, but only behind the scenes. But now they've become authoritarian all out in the open and are corrupt as hell, right? They don't tell the truth at all. Whereas Donald Trump tells the truth 50% of the time, but only when he's criticizing the Democratic Party and sometimes the Republican establishment. But there are a lot of anti-authoritarians on the right. There are a lot of them. And they were tacit Trump supporters. But that don't mean that that they approve of everything that he does. I've met Trump supporters like this. I've met several. I had a really great conversation with a couple, an awesome couple, that they were talking about, we pray for Donald Trump all the time. We don't like a lot of stuff he said. We wish he would just shut the hell up sometimes, honestly. We don't like the way that he's been speaking about our brothers and sisters down in Central and South America. I think one of them actually volunteered in Mexico, or their kid does. And that's so they have a Mexican person in the family, and they're like, so they understood and understand the problem, but they were just as, once again, they just really hated the Democrats, except for Tulsi. Surprise, surprise, right? But they also were very clear that if it looked like Trump was going off the deep end when it came to certain issues, they would not vote for him. They would just withhold their presidential vote or vote third party. And there are people like that all over the country. Now, his base can be galvanized. Don't get it twisted. Trump's response game, the ability for him to respond to adversity when we're talking about electability and things like that, it is superb. Ain't no doubt in my mind that he's gonna bounce back from this. Okay. But with that being said, we now know why Trump kissed black people's ass for so long. I was being honest with people. I said, look, y'all, there are a lot of people that can feel a lot of different ways about how Donald Trump has treated them. There's a lot of marginalized demographics that can feel a certain type of way. Black people, we were not in that demographic this time until recently. He was kissing our asses. Rhetorically, I mean. Hell, even he did some positive things for HBCU stuff. He even did some positive things for criminal justice reform. Probably, actually, no, not probably. Far more than what Biden has done. Biden won't even apologize for 94 crime bill. He was kissing our ass. However, we now know why. Because to a degree, even if unconsciously, even if viscerally, Trump does know that if he messes up, bad enough for the black community, then it won't just be the black leftists coming after him. And what he's experienced over the last few days is black people from the left and from the right going after him. So it's killing him. You can't hide behind Candace Owens. Can't hide behind Cassandra Fairbanks. Can't hide behind these fake populists. When the black left and the black right is going after you, that's a double L for him. When the populist left and the populist right is going after you, that's an L for you. And that's what we've been seeing. Now, I should say that although in that poll, right, the National G poll, the head-to-head poll with Trump and Biden, Trump is at 38%. It says Biden is +8. Now, listen, we don't actually know if that means that there are not a bunch of independents who did not get polled who are still firmly in the Trump camp. We don't know. We don't know how that's distributed because Biden could still win the popular vote, right? He can win the popular vote, but if Trump gets the right votes in the right cities and the right states, then it doesn't matter if you win the popular vote by 3 million or 5 million even. Doesn't even matter because he just needs the right votes in the right states. This just could mean that Biden's going to put up more of a fight than Hillary did, and it won't end as early. That's all that could mean, honestly. We don't know. So, it's best to keep that in mind, that these are raw numbers, and you need literally probably tens of hundreds of thousands to get an accurate poll. But even if this poll is accurate, this is just a popular opinion poll, as in who is more popular based off of this amount of people. We don't know where those people live at. Those, it could be 1,000 people and 400 of them live in California. And you think that's going to affect the outcome of the election? Yeah, probably. Not in Biden's favor because California was going to Biden anyway. So it doesn't really matter who in California likes Trump, unless you're trying to maybe predict the outcome of some local elections. But other than that, so Biden people, don't get too excited. Because Trump's bounce back game has been superb, if we're being honest. Also, Biden is trash. I would never vote for him. I'm still not planning on voting for him. If you're planning on voting for him, you need to rethink your life. I know a lot of people regretted voting for Hillary. Y'all like, I was bullied into voting for her. I wish I never did it. You should just do what I do. If you don't like anybody on the at the top of the presidential ticket, don't vote for them. You got local elections. You got commissioners, city councilors, mayoral elections, state legislator or assembly person, state senate or assembly. You got plenty of things to vote for. Judges, DAs, supervisors, school board. All these things affect your day-to-day life more than the president will. A good local government can significantly mitigate the negative outcomes that come by a bad executive branch. Facts. Sparky, how will all this affect city elections? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't think that the Democratic turnout is going to be high enough for it to affect the city elections. Now, I will say this, though. In areas where the Democratic turnout may not be all that high, in areas where Democratic turnout may not have been high, the right candidates in the right locations could spark enough independent and populist support combined with their Democratic turnout to actually do some major damage in significant areas. I think that we'll see a lot of that in California. I think we'll see a lot of that in Michigan. There's a couple of great candidates. West Virginia just got a big one. Paula Jean, looking like she's been in Congress her whole life, even though she's 29 years old. But yeah, if you don't plan on writing in somebody, I'm not voting for Howie Hawkins. He can kiss my whole bun. I missed a super chat. Who? No, I didn't. How will it affect this election? All right. Oh, Sparky, I missed your other super chat. MSM always wants to go opposite of Trump. 2020 hindsight. If Trump advocated for the chaos of the last few weeks, press would have told people to chill. Oh, if Trump would have advocated for the protests. Yeah. I mean, they're already telling people to chill, right? A lot of Democrats have been trying to tell people to chill, quote unquote. They have. Democrats are elite too. They don't like this level of uncomfortability that we've been experiencing. Their safety net, their security blanket has been removed from them. The protesters are now in Beverly Hills. They in the white neighborhoods. Okay. They in the white neighborhoods now. Everything is all good. It was all good just a week ago. Then they went into the rock, and all of a sudden, now white people out there in the streets protesting because they're like, oh, hell no. Nah. They're doing one of two things. They're trying to, peace. Everybody, let's have peace now. Oh, no, bro. Because whenever you got a man like George Floyd getting a knee put in his damn neck, nobody wanted to talk about peace. Right? Y'all see the way these police officers are treating these peaceful protesters. Nobody want to talk about peace. Oh, but they end up in your neighborhood. Oh, whoa. Peace, everybody. We have to maintain peace. Stop telling the protesters to maintain peace. Protesters they've been damn peaceful. Tell the people with the guns and the damn tear gas to be peaceful. Or better yet, get up off your ass and make sure we don't have another George Floyd in your community so that you don't ever see these type of protests again. How about you use your money and your clout and your free time for something other than enriching yourself? Because I guarantee you this. Anybody who got black-owned business in their window, they did not get hit up. That's what I've been reading. Anybody who supported George Floyd had it in their window, they did not get hit up. That's what I've been reading. You'd be surprised how far doing the right thing can take you. You do the right thing, you got nothing to lose a lot of the time. Shit. If you already got your money, you're good, you're secure, you're insulated, you're fine. You can afford to spread your own message. But nobody want to talk about peace before protesters started going into your communities. So of course Democrats have been saying the same thing. They've been they've been talking about it in a different way, but they've been saying the same thing. What do they always say? Civility! Please, civility! Be civil. Civility. Yeah, okay. It's time to get up out of here, people. I appreciate you all tuning in for that live stream segment of Mikasa Says Su Casa. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you share it. Make sure you follow us on Rockfin. I don't know if y'all know, but Jimmy Dore is now on Rockfin too. He finally, right? I know he's supposed to come over like 4 or 5 months ago, but he's there now. We're excited to have him. He's going to be a major. Think Spotify bringing on Joe Rogan. That's basically that's the level of excitement that the independent community has with Jimmy Dore going to Rockfin, and how much of a major game changer that could be in the long run for not only for Rockfin, but for Jimmy, who has been wildly suppressed by YouTube as well, and what that could also mean for others who might be thinking about coming over as well. So make sure you follow Jimmy on Rockfin if you're there, rkfin.com. My link is in the description below. You can follow me, and then of course go on to follow Jimmy Dore there as well. Because hey, if you can take down YouTube one creator at a time, that's what we should be doing. I know people are a little comfortable with YouTube, but YouTube censors. YouTube has hurt all your favorite journalists. They've taken money away from all your favorite journalists. They take more and more percentage on top. We already don't get paid a lot as it is by YouTube, because they kill us with the demonetization, but then they're taking more and more of a percentage of our earned revenue. The way we pay our bills, and make sure we can continue to do this every day. Rockfin ensures that we get paid fairly, and they also promote working together rather than making needless enemies by trying to smear the other person because you're competing for a very small revenue stream. Sparky, missed a couple of super chats. I think I got both of yours. Yeah, I got both. Oh, I did miss one. I missed one. You said one reason police misconduct towards blacks resonates among whites is like many problems, it eventually got bad enough where whites experienced it. Yes, yes. Funny enough, I talked about that on the Assange vigil yesterday. That's exactly what I talked about. That's what I said. Basically, the black people be trying to give out warnings. Like every problem that we've had to deal with, like eventually it trickles up. Climate change or environmental issues affect communities of color, poor people, etc. And then eventually you will feel the effects. Now all of Michigan is having a water problem if y'all didn't know. That started in Flint. You see the way police were treating black people, and now look at the way they're treating the white protesters who tried to defend black people. It's the same thing that happened with the abolitionists. Abolitionists were treated very, very harshly if they tried to protect black people. Sparky, wouldn't put it past soulless. Okay, I got that one for you. Okay, cool. All right, I don't think I missed anybody else's. All right, cool. Appreciate you guys. Thank you all so much. Like I said, make sure you go follow us on Rockfin, rokfin.com/Niko. I think this week we'll be back to doing some of our exclusive segments. We basically just have to reschedule, set everything back up because we had like a 10 or 11 week period that we wanted to see how it worked out, and it worked out very well actually for all our premium users. They loved it, so we're gonna do it again. So we're gonna be back on Thursday, hopefully, and Jimmy's supposed to be getting his own nightly show for Rockfin as well. So yes, thank you D Mays. Endorse Niko on Rockfin. Jimmy already got enough premium subscriptions, y'all. Don't be going on there and endorsing Jimmy. You can watch Jimmy's premium shit if you endorse me on Rockfin. Only $9.99 a month, people. You can just go when you go to my link. If you aren't already endorsing me or endorsing somebody, it'll immediately prompt you to endorse me. So and we get the revenue for that every month, not like on YouTube, who tries to screw us over daily. All right. If you like that segment of Mikasa Sukasa, don't forget to like the video and smash that subscribe button. Want access to members only live streams, behind the scenes footage, and other premium content? Well, you can endorse us on Rockfin Premium, become a patron through Patreon, or you can sign up for the MCSC Premium membership through YouTube. All the links are in the description below. But hey, more than anything else, always remember,
find your balance.
Find your balance.
Find your balance.
Find your balance. Find your balance.
Find your balance. Find your balance.
Always remember, more than anything else, find your balance.
peace.